Hello everyone and welcome to Quality Games. Today we are having a bit larger army battle happening between Dark Elves and High Elves. And first we have the Dark Elf army led by Malus Darkblade. And here you can see the army composition. So mainly it's made out of those low tier units, except then there are one or two higher tier units among the army here. And then the opposing army here is High Elves, led by Tyrion. And here you can see what it's made out of. So perhaps overall the weaker units are a bit on the stronger side, but at least on the monster department the Hydra should be quite a bit better than Great Eagle. And both sides will be controlled by AI. But let's see what will happen in the battle. Cavalries are moving to the flanks, infantry to the front, and it seems there is a second line as well. And then the missile units are in the second row and on the flanks, artillery at the back, as well as the hero slots and monsters. And it seems the High Elven cavalry and Eagle are moving out. That might be a bad call. Let's see. They are leaving the infantry quite a bit behind. So the High Elves must attack because they have a bit more expensive army, and I think they are controlled by a bit better AI. But let's see. So the missile cavalry is firing their first volleys here against the infantry, and it seems the artillery is not actually doing that much. And well, I have to say that artillery, or rather cavalry attack, was rather interesting one. They managed to do some damage over there, but overall I think that was a bit too suicidal for my liking. However, now the Dark Elven cavalry is moving here. They're being shot by some missiles, and it seems the infantry line is joining the fray, and the cavalry seems to be getting to the enemy missile units. And that's some good news for the Dark Elves. Here the Tyrion is actually quite aggressive on the field. Both lords in the midst of the battle. And there is quite a lot of happening. Another High Elven cavalry unit has moved to make a rear charge. So the infantry lines are mainly clashing here. It seems the Dark Elves are doing a bit better at the moment. And on both sides the long-range units are being disrupted by cavalry. Let's see how that battle will go. The Eagle has been spooked away. The Hydra is moving to the infantry fray. It might be able to turn the tide in this particular engagement. At least those infantry units go flying quite fast over there. And Tyrion and Malus are duking it out here in the center. Tyrion is taking quite a bit of beating as it is. He should have his healing effect in line, so let's see if and when it will trigger. He's charging the Hydra over there. And now it seems that the Dark Elven cavalry is being driven off, except the other unit which is taking on the artillery. And here we have some heroes doing battle, and this is going to go for the Dark Elven hero clearly. unless she can get away a bit further. The Hydra is standing strong here. Where is Malus? He's somewhere. And it seems Tyrion does not have the healing, perhaps. And here it seems the Dark Elves... Well, that was interesting cavalry move over there. This battle is relatively even, or seems to be relatively even here. However, here the Dark Elves should be gaining the upper hand a bit by bit. However, the artillery units are actually no longer being artillery. Has Malus actually been killed? I don't really know. Well, he shouldn't be. But at least on this side, yeah, Tyrion's healing has kicked in, and here the High Elven Army is routing, most likely thanks to the Hydra. Ah, there is a duel going on, so here we have Malus. And it seems he's in his demonic form, yeah. And at least some of the High Elves are starting to rally, so things are still hanging in the balance, at least somewhat. There is High Elven cavalry moving about in here. It seems Tyrion has driven Malus off. Unfortunately, he should be taking a bit of damage in his demonic form. And Tyrion is charging the Hydra alone. Not looking too good for him. So it seems that the High Elves are on the back foot over here. But it's entirely possible that they might still be able to turn the tide. Well, it's beginning to seem a bit more unlikely, as quite a few of their units are actually routing. Tyrion is leading a charge against the missile units in here. And it seems the High Elven Army is beginning to rout. Though Tyrion's healing has kicked in again, and he's dishing out quite a bit of damage, and Malus, well, it's not looking too good for him. He might actually fall relatively soon. So the question is, perhaps can Tyrion actually deal with the most of the enemy army? Still some arrows are flying and hitting targets. The Hydra is doing relatively well. And has Malus finally fallen? Yes, he has. Yeah. So basically it's Tyrion and some of the scraps versus quite a bit of the Dark Elven Army still. And now it seems we have the hero joining the fray. So Tyrion is being surrounded from quite many sides. Perhaps his healing won't matter anymore. and it seems most of the High Elven armies has broken already. And Tyrion is fleeing, so that should be practically the end of this battle. There are still... what? This one unit is doing battle here. But for how long is the question. They are being charged in the rear. And they are... okay, so Tyrion has rallied once again. Apparently not long enough for though. And some artillery crews still might be willing to do battle. But it seems they are rather the only ones. So I think the battle actually went awry for the High Elves. Oh, still someone there. When they ordered the Eagle and one cavalry unit to charge, when the battle was not properly joined. They were able to inflict some damage, but that was relatively small amount, if one considers the whole enemy army. So, let's see. Malus did rather nice amount of damage, as well as the death hack here. The infantry line, it seems they did their job, and the missile units did actually quite well. One of the cavalry units did well, missile cav really well, and that Hydra kind of dominated the infantry battles. Tyrion did really well. That mage was rather useless, it seems. And then the infantry line, well, once again did their job. The missile units inflicted various amount of damage. Cavalry didn't do well. Missile cav okay. Eagle and yeah. So I think the Eagle versus Hydra and Mage versus Death Hawk was the main difference in here. So yeah, I think those two decided the battle. But this is everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to suggest future battles you want to see. Have a great rest of the day. Quality games.